Welcome to Lost Girl Therapy. Let's talk about something that is super annoying when you have POTS. One of the things is that when I say no to plans, it's not because I don't want to be there, it's because I probably physically cannot be there. And today's a really good representation of that. I got invited to go hang out in the park. It's a beautiful day here. And if I had not used up all of my energy earlier today completely on accident, I would be able to go and do this. But I had planned to go run errands, and I basically was going to run out for 15 minutes. Now, I decided you don't need to take your walnuts, you don't need to take your water, you don't really need to take anything because it's 15 minutes. You have to run to the hardware store and back. And then on my way there, I was like, oh, actually, let's not go do the 15-minute task. Let's go do the hour-long task. And the hour-long task had a lot of standing and sitting and waiting and kind of just a lot of things that had I brought my water and my walnuts and the other stuff that I use for POTS, probably would have been a lot better. But about 45 minutes into this hour-long task, I was like, oh, damn. Your heart rate's doing weird things, you're feeling kind of lightheaded, you are having difficulty standing, it's time to go. And so I bailed out of that really quick and hustled home to basically just sit and elevate my legs because the blood had pooled at the bottom of my feet, and I was like, here we are. And now I still have to go do the 15-minute task. So I am on my way there, but I had been invited to go have a really nice park day, and the super frustrating thing is that I looked at how far it is. It's a 15-minute walk, which does not seem like a big deal, because on most days when I feel healthier than I do right now, I can make that happen. But it's so frustrating even as I'm saying this, where I'm 15-minute walk, it shouldn't do this to you, but it does. And I'm frustrated because there are things that I really want to be doing. I really want to be social. I want to go out and do this. But the body's limitations have to come first. And the only reason I'm going to do this 15-minute task is because I actually have to do it today. And it's a non-negotiable. But that's one 15-minute loop. It is not 15 minutes to this park, then wandering to find my friends, and then having to sit in the heat and have to handle all of the stuff that comes with being outdoors as somebody who has POTS, and then do the 15 to 20 minute walk back, because my body has accumulated, it's like spoon theory, my body has accumulated too many spoons to do that. And sometimes especially for people who don't know that I have POTS, it can feel like I am flaky, or that I'm wishy-washy, or that I'm not super upfront about what I'm doing. And I try to be as direct as possible. I try to say hey, probably not going to happen today. Thank you so much for the invite. Would love to do something later. Especially if I don't feel comfortable disclosing hey, I have this chronic thing that essentially holds me back a lot of the time. But it's just a very disheartening experience, especially when you're trying to build a life in another country and you're trying to make friends and you're trying to be social. It's one of those spaces where you're there are circumstances outside of my control, and if I cannot do something, it is not because I don't want to be doing it. It is simply because at this point my body says no.